Yo, what is good YouTube? Dubs here, back with another video, guys, and we have some breaking news in the NFL. We're in the midst of a bunch of cuts, signings, trades, and the Eagles just made a very intriguing signing, picking up former Colts defensive back slash kick returner Isaiah Rodgers Sr. He is on his way to the Philadelphia Eagles, and this is very intriguing, an electric kick returner, but also a very good cornerback. Now, the reason this is so interesting, he's suspended for the entirety of the season due to gambling. Now, like I said, electric kick returner and a very good DB, a very solid DB, underrated defensive back in the NFL. Horrible suspension. Wish he was playing, but Howie Roseman has just found a hidden gem that I don't know why too many teams didn't pick up. I mean, throw him on the back of the roster, throw him in, somewhere, the suspended list, whatever it may be, and keep him, stash him for next season. Howie Roseman does it again. Finds another guy who can be an immediate impactful player once he's back from his suspension, and he is on his way to the Eagles. Guys, before we jump into the video and talk a little bit more about Isaiah Rodgers, do me a huge favor and smash the like button just so we can get this video to more Eagles fans around the world, but also subscribe to the channel if you're new. Join the family. I'm going to be covering the entirety of the offseason, signings, trades, regular season, and I'm going to be live streaming Eagles games throughout the season. So if you guys are interested in any of that, make sure you guys join the family and check out today's sponsorship, Underdog Fantasy. If you guys play fantasy football but hate doing start sitting and you just want to go through, draft a team, and let us sit there and see if you can win, that's what you got to do. It does all the roster management for you. Go check it out, and you guys can join my league. Let me know if you sign up with my promo code in the description. But without any further ado, let's get into the video. Now, Isaiah Rodgers is a former 6th-round draft pick out of UMass back in 2020. Came on with the Indianapolis Colts and, had a slow start year one. But then year two, 2021, absolutely kind of broke out. Had 49 total tackles, 39 solo, but 3 interceptions. Now, going into 2022, he also had 34 tackles, 24 solo. He also forced a fumble and had a fumble recovery as well, and bringing in a total of 10 pass deflections over his career so far. But as a return man, he's been pretty electric, bringing in, 24 attempts in 2020 for 692 yards, 1 touchdown, was really good. Again, 19 returns, 500 yards, 18 returns, 450 yards. I mean, the man has been pretty lethal on kickoffs, and then when you look at his kick return, or punt returner, I should say, hasn't been really productive in terms of punt returns, but kick returner, he can make plays happen. As a DB, he's pretty fast. He's, lengthy, tall, can play physically. I think this is another cornerback. When you look at this Eagles defense here, they just, I believe, cut Greedy Williams. But you already have Darius Slay. You already have Avonte Maddox and James Bradbury, Calais Ringo. You got Josh Joby. You got Josiah Scott. But I feel like with James Bradbury getting up there in age, I believe he signed a 2-year deal extension. Correct me if I'm wrong. You also have Darius Slay back, but they are getting up there in age. Isaiah Rodgers is not old at all. I believe he's 25 years old right now. And he's just going to add a guy who can come in here and be productive next season. I mean, they're risking nothing. You're risking 0. He comes back next year fully healthy, fully rested, and he's already a good player. He's a playmaker, a playmaker with the ball in his hands. He can get interceptions. He can, just play physical defense as a cornerback in this league. And the Eagles just took him, or stole him, I should say, for absolutely nothing. Now, going into this season, the Eagles look really good. Obviously, they came off a Super Bowl loss versus the Kansas City Chiefs, but they're back better than ever. Obviously, you draft Jalen Carter in the first round. You get Nolan Smith in the first round, Calais Ringo, Sidney Brown, Tyler Steen. I mean, this team has gotten better. Obviously, pick up DeAndre Swift from the Lions. You still got Rashad Penny and Kenneth Gainwell. This team is better, and I think they will be a lot better next season. I think they can potentially win the Super Bowl. Let's hope they can get back. But guys, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, turn on post notifications. Also, comment down below one player you think can break out for the Eagles this season, and give me a letter grade for this signing. Personally, for me, I'm going to give it an A+. When you have a guy that's suspended that's actually pretty productive when healthy and when, not suspended, and you sign him for pretty much nothing, It's got to be a win. Like, what are you losing out on? If you cut him, you lose nothing. If he makes a team, it's a W. If he's amazing, it's incredible. It's a steal. So I think it's a win-win no matter what happens. You're not risking anything, and there's a lot to gain here. So hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. And if you love playing fantasy sports like football, basketball, baseball, and so many other sports, but also love being able to win money, you're going to want to stick around for this whole segment. Introducing Underdog Fantasy, the ultimate platform for fantasy sports lovers. Do you want to experience the thrill of drafting your team and competing for huge prizes? Well, look no further. With Underdog Fantasy, you get access to a wide range of fantasy sports, including football, basketball, baseball, and so much more. But here's what makes Underdog Fantasy stand out from all of those other apps. They've got quick and user-friendly drafting process, a unique and exciting game formats, fair and competitive contests for all skill levels, and attractive bonuses and promotions. Not only can you draft teams and compete with others, but you can also play a game of higher and lower, which is personally my favorite thing to do on there, but you can potentially win 20 times the money you put down. And if you use code MattyDubs when you sign up, Underdog will match your first deposit up to $100. And what that means is basically when you deposit, let's say $100, they'll give you a free $100 to use and play with. Click the link in the description to get started, or head to the website right now to start dominating the fantasy world. And don't miss out on all the fun. Be a part of the Underdog community starting now. And don't forget, if you use code MattyDubs, they'll match your first deposit up to $100. Let's get started. Get into drafts with me starting today.